Hezbollah from causing trouble, posting if they don't, we'll hit Iran very hard again. Mary Bruce, ABC News, Washington.
Time now for a first check of your forecast. Meteorologist Sherry Sheely joins us with the latest. Hi, Sherry.
Hello, hello. So starting off the work week on the warm side, looking at our current temperatures outside, we are at 87 in Aiken, 85 in Edgefield and Louisville alike. A little bit cooler in Swainsboro at 82 degrees. But one thing you're going to notice, those dew points are going to creep up as we have more moisture surging into the area with dew points in the 70s. It's starting to feel a little sticky out there, and we're starting to see a little more cloud cover there on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Thompson. So partly to mostly cloudy skies out there. We'll have that mix of sun and clouds throughout the rest of the day. But we are watching a cold front that's going to be approaching from the west. Notice a lot of action along that cold front just to our west. That's going to continue to head our way, so we'll see more cloud cover. And of course, we're going to be weather aware later on this afternoon. So one of the side effects of this that we're seeing now is those winds starting to pick up ahead of that cold front as pressure gradients are tightening. We have sustained winds right now from 11 to about 14 miles per hour there in Aiken, with wind gusts closer to 20 miles per hour. So today we're going to have that mix of sun and clouds, but breezy conditions, and also this afternoon a chance of some afternoon showers and storms. I'll have all the details for you coming up in your full forecast. Mary?
All right, thank you so much, Sherry. Now to the severe weather that's still ahead, your live Viper 6 forecast with meteorologist Sherry Sheely. Plus, are you headed to the beach this summer? If so, you may want to watch out for sneaker waves. We'll tell you all about that coming up.
DanteandI.com. My husband was in a pretty serious accident, which led to my husband actually passing away, which was very hard on our family.
I was 16 years old. It was incredibly traumatic.
Being able to take the burden off of you guys to handle the legal aspect at least gave you all a chance to kind of get through those first several years.
Austin and his team fought to the end. I'm so thankful that I found Austin.
If you've lost a loved one because of someone else's negligence, call Austin Jackson.
Somebody texting and driving just blasted into the back of the car with my whole family in it. Everything about the law firm's been phenomenal. If you're injured, come to George Sink's law firm. It's worth it.
At George Sink Injury Lawyers, we fight so you don't have to.
Some class.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Let's start off by looking outside on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at the airport. We see we've got some fluffy clouds there, a little bit of blue sky, but the main attraction I think here is Old Glory really blowing in the breeze along with those trees shaking as well. So winds right now at 11 miles per hour, so a good little breeze out there, which might make it feel a little better considering air temps are in the 80s, 85 degrees right now in Augusta, but that feels like right around 93 because we're getting some of that sticky air with that more moist air coming up from the Gulf. So a little breeze might feel pretty good out there. So looking at the bigger picture, we do have some action to our west as we have an approaching cold front that's going to be making its way towards our area later on this evening. And ahead of that, we've got those breezy conditions as that pressure gradient's tightening up. Also, we'll see some more clouds start to drift into the area. And of course, in the afternoon hours, as you would expect for this time of year, we do have the chance of some strong storms isolated in nature. But those winds definitely going to be a big story. Looking at wind gusts up to about 20 miles per hour. That's ahead of that front. But as the front comes through, we could have some of those storms that could have even higher wind gusts. So we are at a marginal risk for severe weather this afternoon. Every county in the CSRA included, not whole counties, but at least some of every county included, with that main risk being damaging winds. And again, that marginal risk 1 out of 5 for severe weather. So looking at the timing of this with our future cast, so for the next couple of hours, we'll continue to see those winds gusting and some more clouds moving into the area. Around that 3 o'clock hour, we'll see some of those showers and storms start to pop up. Again, the cold front has not made it here quite yet, so it will continue to shift in late in the evening and overnight hours. That's when I think we could see some of those stronger storms start to move through. So again, as you go to bed tonight, make sure those phones are charged up in case there's any power outages, because with those damaging winds, could see some of that. So again, here we are at midnight on Tuesday. We'll continue to drift through in the early morning hours on Tuesday. Notice that front just hanging out though, so that continues to give us those gusty winds, and again, another chance of some showers and storms coming through in the afternoon hours on Tuesday. But once it goes through, then we'll see drier conditions for the middle of the week. So highs today, it's going to be a warm and muggy one with temps right at 92 degrees, which is where we should be this time of year. So right around average and pretty consistent with those temperatures going into the week ahead. But then we start to have a warming trend with temps in the mid to upper 90s starting the weekend and going into next week. So that 10-day forecast, looking at afternoon showers and storms, again, I think it's going to be more pop-up storms in the afternoon hours. It's the late evening to overnight hours that we could see some of those isolated strong storms. So just be weather aware, especially as you go to bed tonight. And then some of that's going to linger into Tuesday. And we've got those warm temperatures continuing into the week ahead, just that typical summertime pattern with warm, humid days and a chance of some afternoon showers and storms. Mary?
All right, thank you so much. Now to the new warning about so-called sneaker waves. Final check of the forecast.
Time with your family is sacred. I cherish the moments I spend with my wife and son every day. As a lawyer, I know how an injury can change all of that in an instant. After your accident, I'm here to help you recover and get what you deserve for your injuries so you can get back to the moments that really matter.
MAGA alert. President Trump. The People's Court. Weekday mornings at 10 on News Channel 6.
Being able to take the burden off of you guys to handle the legal aspect at least gave you all a chance to kind of get through those first several years.
Austin and his team fought to the end. I'm so thankful that I found Austin.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Well, it is officially summer, but not too early to start thinking about school. The United Way of the CSRA's annual Stuff the Bus initiative is underway. They're collecting school supplies to support local children. The event helps many kids in the CSRA go back to class with supplies while they last. With those rising prices, items for school can be very hard to get for families. Now, this donation event, as I said, really can help children get what they need. Just listen to the United Way spokesperson.
So this is an effort for our entire community to come together, from church groups to book clubs to organizations to individuals. If everyone collects a little bit of school supplies, we put them all together, we can make sure that our kids in all of our surrounding counties here in the CSRA make sure they have school supplies for the very first day of school, but also make sure they have supplies for November and February and other times when those initial supplies run out.
Now, that was United Way spokesperson Brittany Burnett. The Stuff the Bus donation drive will continue until July 17th. And for more information about how you can donate or how students can receive those supplies, just go to our website, WJBF.com. Now over to the San Diego Zoo. Boy, they have recreated the conditions that grizzly bears often enjoy in the wild. Siblings Scout and Montana spent the day digging, wrestling, and just chilling out thanks to specialized industrial snow blowers. And the bears were rescued as cubs nearly 20 years ago from an area near Yellowstone National Park. I can imagine that the snow feels mighty good in these temperatures right now.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love how they're digging around, and it's almost like they're skeptical. Like, is this real?
Right.
Is it real? It's been a while. Oh, we found something there.
Something in the snow.
All right. So, yes, the snow would feel pretty good, especially in the conditions there and here, as we are in for a warm one today, looking at 92 degrees, which is exactly where we should be this time of year. But when you combine that with the humidity, we have real feels close to that triple digit mark. So it is getting warm out there. And then, of course, it's officially summer, and we've got the summertime weather pattern to fit that with the warmth, the humidity, and also the chance of afternoon showers and storms. And especially tonight, going into the evening and overnight hours, we do have the chance of seeing some strong spotty storms. So just keep that in mind.
Very good. Thank you so much, Sherry. And thank you for watching your next news at 4. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning on Good Morning Augusta.